Back to the Mexicans. Dude, I'm hella nervous. I just had to sneak past 2 ICE agents that were up here. Nah, really, I am a little nervous. I'm new to comedy. I turned 39 this year, and I just decided I wanted to try stand-up, and so far, it's been cool, but I love stand-up. I love stand-up the same way that I finally admitted that I like BBWs. You know, big, beautiful women. Like, it was something I had watched hours of online, but tried it in person, terrifying. You know? Like, I love the idea of doing it. I just didn't know if I wanted somebody else to see me do it in public, you know? But it's been good, man. It's been a lot of fun. And, you know, liking BBWs was something that came with a change in age, you know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, I was probably like this guy. I was, like, really into MILFs, you know what I mean? Like I was really into MILFs, But then I started getting older than some of the stars in the film, you know? And then I just started feeling bad. I was like, no, Miss Jenna, don't do that. I know your husband works a lot, but I'm sure he's a great father, you know? And unlike Sev, I couldn't get into cougars, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't for me. I was like, that's not a fantasy. That's just a cranky lady with bad Wi-Fi and terrible joint pain. You know what I mean? No one seems to be enjoying it at all. And I'm a contractor by trade, so I started focusing on all the wrong things in the films, you know? Like, by the shower scenes, I started judging the tile jobs. I was like, those grout lines are shit, bro. You know? Like, why doesn't the shower head match the rest of the bathroom shit? What the fuck is going on? But I know this sounds like a terrible TED Talk about my porn preferences, you know? But I do promise you, I have a girl now, and yeah, she is big, yep. She's thick with like 3 C's, you know what I mean? And I think my love for big girls kind of started when I was back in rehab. And it was cool. Like, I went to rehab in Del Paso Heights. Anybody ever heard of that? Yeah, Del Paso Heights, DPH. They call it Dirty Poor Hungry. And I went to like real rehab, like not a summer camp where someone sends their drunk son away for the summer. I went with like the OG crackheads, the ones that have a little head nod when they walk around, you know what I mean? And there was this one dude, he was an old crackhead. He would always walk around, he said, if she ain't 180, she ain't a lady. If she ain't 180, she ain't a lady. You know, crackheads always got some weird rhyming words going on, you know? I always felt like, it was crazy, because I always wanted to go up to him and grab his head, because I felt like if I grabbed his head, his body would go like this. She ain't 180, she ain't a lady. But my girl, and back then I had no idea what women weighed. I was an ignorant young kid. Now I know exactly what my girl weighs to the point two. You know what I mean? I have her on weekly weigh-ins right now. Like, she's fighting for a belt, you know what I mean? But it's because she's pregnant. Calm down. It's because she's pregnant. And so at 39, I'm having my first kid. I'm doing my first stand-up sets, and I stopped smoking weed. So thank you. I'm just stacking terrifying experiences back to back with no assistance, you know? I need my doctor to prescribe something that comes with a pamphlet instead of paranoia. I'm just kidding, I don't have insurance. But my girl really is pregnant, and lately she's been experiencing different things. She's been having this thing lately called lightning crotch. Has anybody ever heard of this? Yeah, me neither. I was like, bitch, do I need to get tested? What the fuck? But apparently it's just these sharp vaginal pains. Don't tell her I called her a bitch. You know what I mean? She's bigger than me. You know? But it's these sharp vaginal pains that women have in their vag area, you know, during pregnancy. And I was like, well, whose fault is that? Lightning crotch? You're the one that wanted to bring electronics to the bedroom. You know, she brought Bluetooth to bed and her pussy is glitchy. All these new experiences I'm going through right now. And I had a friend who judges my love for big girls. You know, we were working one day, he was helping me out, and he's like, hey dog, you know your girl's not supposed to weigh more than you. That's how I know he's never been the little spoon. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen a skinny dude with a skinny dude with a big girl? That guy is the little spoon every time. It's fucking physics. That's how that shit works. And it's cool because nothing will take away your anxiety more than waking up with a couple 100 pounds just wrapped around you. Fuck a weighted blanket. That shit is weighted romance. You know what I mean? And that shit, you know, like if you ever see a skinny dude with a big girl, that is not a fetish. That is mental health care right there. That dude has found his peace, not lost his manhood, you know? And it's cool because like that prescription comes with the best side effects, you know? You got a big girl in your life, you wake up in the morning, you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? I used to feel trapped, now I feel chosen, you know? I used to get claustrophobic, I just feel loved, you know? And the side effects are great, you know? The side effects include calmness, confidence, and never being cold at night again, you know? So anyways, that's all I got tonight. Thank you guys. I'm very